Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Will. Today I'm going to have a go at turning a square platter. So this is a little bit of spalted beech. It's 6 inches by 2 inches, and from corner to corner it's 8 3/4 inches. So I just drilled an 8mm hole in it now, so I'm just getting it mounted onto the worm screw. Just pop in the spindle lock now and just tighten it up. And it's nice and secure now on the chuck. So a little bit of punky wood there, so that's going to be the base, so that'll be turned away. So as I said, it's a nice little bit of spalted beech. Yeah, 2 inches wide. Yeah, by 6 inches. So now bringing up to speed, I'll be turning this one quite fast because I'll be on the outside. I'll be turning quite a bit of air, so I turned it up to just 1200 RPM. But anyone trying it, turn at your own comfortable speed. So now just throwing up the base of the bowl and just starting to go up that outside edge a little bit. As you can hear, when I come off of continuous wood to those corners, you can hear the intermittent sound, so, and I can feel it in the gouge as well. So see the long streaming shavings, and then when you get to the outside, you're just getting little bits. So now I've gone up a little bit. Just making sure it's flat now on the bottom, and I shall start to form a tenon. So have my divider set. So now that's a 3/8 inch ball gouge I've been using. Beech is quite nice. It's cutting really well. So I'm just switching over to a little spindle gouge. So just a little detail gouge just to form that tenon. Couldn't think of the name of it there for a minute, and I've used them 1,000 times. So that's my tenon. So I'm going to start working my way up to the corners. So just with the gouge closed over, just doing some pull cuts. Yeah, just doing a push cut now. And I can hear the tool, nice tone, as I get to this point here, and you can hear then that intermittent as the tool just hits the wood. I'm cutting a percentage of air. It's not the easiest of a cut to make, but once you get the bevel going the direction you want to go, and the combination of looking at the cut and looking at the direction of the bevel, keeping the tool nicely anchored on the tool rest as you get to that intermittent area. So now looking at that shape now, I'm quite happy with it. So I have I think it's around 10, 11 mil there, so I don't want to turn it up much more because it'll be too much of a dish in the bowl. So I wanted more like a platter than a bowl, if that makes any sense. It does to me anyway. So I'm just going to take one more cut. So as I said, the combination of watching the wood and watching the bevel, the angle, where you're going, listening to the wood. As I get to that intermittent area, just that extra little bit of downward pressure on the tool rest, keeping the tool going in the same direction. It tends to work for me, so again, back to a little spindle gouge just to refine that area going into the tenon. So I have a tiny little high spot. So that may go. So going to give it a rub of the 1-inch shear scraper just to get rid of that. Now is the time to do it. It's ever so slight. So as you can see, it didn't take much. So now, time to get the piece sanded. I'll buzz through the sanding real quick. I'll just show a couple of clips of it. Sanding can be quite boring. I sand up to my usual 400 grit. As I said, being careful sanding those corners, approach at the right angle with the pad. So guys, if you notice, the foot is a little bit smaller. During sanding, I noticed I had turned it the wrong size, so I corrected that. So now for a finish, guys. This is just a little homemade finish. I blended some, a pal of mine keeps bees, so he gave me some beeswax. So I just blended it with some mineral oil. I mixed it about 50-50 and heated it up and mixed them together, and it's a lovely finish. So that's what I'm using today. So it's a lovely food safe finish. And it's quite easy to apply. Just rub it on with a piece of paper towel. Just with the same piece of paper towel, then just burnish it into the wood. And it took all of about 5 minutes to make. So now that's the underside all done, guys. Yeah, so homemade finish. So now time to get it off of the worm screw and into the chuck. So as I said, I did make the tenon the wrong size. I made it for that SK114, but I measured it wrong, so I resized it. So as you can see, big difference. So I have a little Record Power SC3 with those long nose jaws, so they will do perfect. So as you can see, that piece finished up quite nice with the beeswax and mineral oil. So now time to start hollowing the inside. Not that there's going to be much hollowing. That's a little 3/8 inch, 3/8 inch ball gouge. My weapon of choice. 50-degree bevel, swept back wing. So again, I said earlier, I'm turning this quite fast at around 1200 RPM. So just grab the pencil now and I'm just marking out the line for the width of the rim. So I'm aiming for around 4 mil. So it will be quite thin. Not sure what that is in inches. So be very careful on those corners not to chip them out. And as you can see, I'm working from the outside in just till I get that corner right. I don't want to break it off. So far so good. Taking away some of that material on the inside, but leaving the bulk of it in the middle. I'll work my way down along in increments. Because it's a thin piece and it will start flexing if I take away too much of the wood on the inside. So as you can see, I've gone down quite a ways. I've only about 2 millimeters left to take. So it looks nice and even all the way around, what I want. So again, nice and gentle. Gentle cuts. So a tiny little bit more, about a mil, maybe a bit less. So at this stage, guys, if you can see, the corners of that bowl are actually quite sharp. So anyone having a go at it, just be careful where your hands are, because it will hurt, trust me. So again, nice gentle cuts. It's not a race. Just nibble away nice and easy. And that cut has done it. So pencil line has just disappeared. Yay, thumbs of approval. So just lightly sanding that edge just to see how it comes up. So now time to remove another section anyway. As I said, I'll be taking it down in increments. The beech is beautiful wood to cut. It's a nice sharp tool, making light work of it. So as you know, guys, I'm voicing over this video. Sometimes I just try and change it a bit. It's starting to look an unusual piece. It just has one spalt line down through the middle. I think it actually looks quite cool. So now I'm finished down as far as there. So the next section is what I've marked with the pencil. As I said, I'm leaving the bulk in the middle because that piece is quite thin and it will start flexing. Actually, the inspiration for this piece came. I watched Glenn Lucas about 2 weeks ago. He'd done a quick video on turning one of these. So I thought it'd be a fun project to have a go at. I think you can download the video of Glenn doing it from his website. So now just the old field test. So I've just identified a little high spot there. So that'll have to go before I take out any more material. So just highlighting it there. I always find it better if I can highlight the area. I know where to go. So that's the little ball gouge. I've just turned it over, and with the left wing, I'm just doing a light little shear scrape. So just drawing the tool over and back on the wood, not stopping. Stopping will cause you to create a flat spot. So keep the tool moving, just gently kissing the wood. You can see those little wispy shavings just on my hand there. That's what you're looking for. Just blending that in. So now on to the next step. It's a nice fun project to turn this. You just need your wits about you though when you're turning with those sharp corners coming around. But once you're aware of that, it's you tend to relax into the piece. So again, I've identified another little high spot. So that may go. And just doing a little push cut into the middle. That's it. So I can see I have a little ridge there. So that's a little round 1-inch round nose scraper just to blend that little bit in. As you can see, it didn't take much. So the turner's happy now. So ready for sanding. So I'll start by sanding those edges. I just use a 3-inch pad. It's a 3-inch arbor. I started off with 120 grit and worked up through the grits. As I said, I'll speed up most of the sanding. So then using the drill, I just power sanded up to, that was the last grit I used was 400, and I just used the pad then just to soften those edges. That was the last bit I done, so being careful not to round over the corners. So now just measuring it there, I have 4 millimeters. So I was lucky with this piece, guys. I got it right. So now back to finishing. So again, the beeswax and mineral oil finish. And doing those edges as well. So anyway guys, any of you stuck me this long, I appreciate it. And if you liked the video, you might consider tapping that like and subscribe. And don't forget to leave me a comment also as well. I like to hear what you think. So I'm just buffing in that wax and oil, just help blending it into the wood. Being careful of those corners again. Now, time to get it off of the chuck and we'll take a look at it. Now guys, there we have it, our square platter from Spalted Beech. One nice spalted line down the middle, I think it looks quite cool. A couple of nice little ones on the bottom as well. So happy with the shape, nice even wall thickness, nice curve, happy with the curve as well, and the inside of it as well, I was really happy with the shape. No ridges or lines in it, yeah, quite chuffed with that one. So anyway guys, as I said, hope you enjoyed the video as I did turning it, and if you do, you might tap that like and subscribe, and leave me a comment also and let me know. And yeah, as I said in a previous video, I will be doing a giveaway, so make sure you do comment. So take care, and I shall catch us all in the next one.